Perfect. All right. So, last time you arrived in town.
Uh,
Yeah. Then we left. Then we walked out of town. Found. Uh,
Dead people.
yeah.
not with
I was.
dead
Yeah,
people.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say like a name, but I couldn't think of any generic
We
name.
found we found dead people, talked with dead people, and now we're at a church.
Mm-hmm.
We found a dead. We talked to the dead. Now we're talking to a place that does not have the dead.
We think.
You hope.
Well, I mean, most churches do have a graveyard, so.
And this one
And if
does.
they're old-fashioned churches, then they have actual crypts inside of the church.
Mmm.
So this probably has both.
It has a fountain too. Look at that.
That's in case you get thirsty during service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a holy water fountain.
It doesn't look very holy.
How do you mean?
Like holy these days.
No, I mean, wouldn't the well in the backyard that's covered like wouldn't that well in the backyard be a lot more useful for drinking water?
I don't know. It depends which.
I mean,
I
I
guess.
guess drink out the fountain.
They just kind of hold their face up and just start lapping at it like a dog.
That's the way I imagine it.
Just
That's how it sounded.
Yeah. So you once you found the dead body, Thexan had an inkling that it was set up due to it appeared the body had been moved from its original death location. You discovered a necklace which looked very much like the eye necklace you had previously seen, which they... Now, I don't remember. Where did you previously see it? Somebody remind me.
Peggy?
with the dead body.
No.
With the dead that we
No,
talked
no,
to.
no. He's you weren't there. It was way near the start where kind of like Peggy themed.
Oh.
You know, like has an eye sitting inside.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then,
Somewhere around Peggy anyway. It had something to do with Peggy.
Right.
Well,
Which is why Thexan decided to destroy this necklace as it looked identical to one he'd seen associated with old Peggy.
Also, didn't the crazy warlock guy warn us that she uses those eye necklaces to spy on you?
Yes. Now that I do remember, yes. Yes, he did.
So that's strike two.
Mm-hmm. And upon destroying it, it let out an earth-shattering screech, which hurt a lot of your ears.
Mm-hmm.
Little pit, yes.
everyone had a headache, and then it was immediately healed away.
For the exact amount. You...
That's why it's good to have a cleric,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
amongst many things.
Mm-hmm.
Paladin, a rogue, a pyromaniac, dancing foxo. You know, all required things. In,
All the
your
party,
average
all the things to make up a party. Eliza then spoke to the dead corpse, and wasn't overly helpful.
It was helpful, yeah. Helpful.
It gave you some inkling of what it was doing there, and that it had been to the church. I don't remember how much he told you, because I know he was very vague.
Two big boys with clubs, basically.
Yeah, he got
Mm.
clubbed to
Yeah.
death with two big boys.
Mm.
And they
That's
said
the
they were
only
afraid of fire, or like they just don't use fire or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that was the note that he was following, that had said, be careful if you look for them at night, as they don't like the torch fire. And it indicated that his family were in danger
Yes.
if he didn't carry out whatever this task was.
there's also kiddos in the woods chasing bunnies.
They had
Which is not
chased
funny.
rabbits from here into the forest, apparently,
Yes,
according to this
the priest. Right?
priest. Yes. And she had handed Aelin a necklace, and told them that it would protect them against spells. And I think that's pretty much where we left off.
Yep.
So starting with that, she will, after handing it to you, Aelin, tell you, if you wish to speak to any of your companions without other people hearing, you'll need the command word for the necklace. Just speak the word all-seeing, and you will be able to speak to your companions telepathically.
Alright. I'm gonna make a note.
While they're in there having the conversation with the priest lady, well, Merlin's outside in a hut thing. I imagine after a while, and by a while I mean like 5 minutes, she'd get bored,
Okay.
and she's gonna just start wandering around,
Okay.
seeing if there's anything interesting.
Why is
I can't do push. What?
Why is Merlin
She-
standing
she's-
outside?
She was outside from last session, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just
Same image that you could use for the amulet.
Huh?
There. Just sent you an image you could use for the amulet.
Sorry?
I just sent you an image you could use for the amulet.
Okay, someone's trying to speak, so that's not that important right now. You've cut them off 3 times.
Oh.
Carry on,
Someone
Sockets.
else speaking.
Sockets was speaking literally over the top of you about being outside when you questioned her outside once, and then you spoke again.
All I heard was like her saying it, but then it was silent, so I started talking. Might have been on my end, though. Sorry.
Okay. Continue, Sockets.
Alright, so I'll just
Oh, you cut out there. I didn't actually hear
yeah,
it.
sorry,
Okay.
that was my push.
That was you, okay.
Let me, yeah, I was having a struggle with characters as well. Let me put on not push to talk. Because it goes weird for some reason on the phone if you do push to talk. But yeah, anyway, I'll start going up in like this direction. I'll put my push to talk off now.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And I'll just mute myself when I'm not talking, so.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for as you wander around the church?
Anything interesting? I suppose a fountain wouldn't be particularly interesting to her. I suppose going down this way, the first thing she'd find interesting at all would be the well, so
Mm-hmm.
unless there's something on the way to the well that will catch her eye, then yeah, she'd just keep going up to the well.
Okay. Yeah, nothing really catches your eye up to that point. It's quite plain and just churchy, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you arrive at the well, you notice a lot of where's my map disappeared? Green algae kind of clinging to it, and a lot of like ooze and slime.
She just kind of lean over the edge, look down the well.
Seems like it's dried up.
It's just gonna start shouting random things down it and listening to the echo.
What are you shouting down it?
What's up?
Hey,
Uh,
how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. She's basically just having a conversation with her echo.
As you say how you doing, something responds with, "Good. What do you want?"
Oh, hello. I was in conversation with my echo, thank you very much, so you not interrupt like that.
Well, you're the one shouting down to my home.
Yeah, I'm talking to my echo, so, you know, you could buzz off, Mr. Well. You're not even supposed to talk. Come on.
Well, I usually grant people wishes, but fine.
Oh, come on. You tell me you're wishing well.
Yes.
Or you want me to throw a copper down you and ask that boy at the church would like me now or something? What?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
Uh-huh. Alright then, Mr. Wishing Well. Well, I'll leave you be then, and I'll find somewhere else to talk to myself.
I mean, you could just as well stay here and talk to me.
Uh-huh. I did make it a point of not talking to Wishing Wells.
And why is that?
Look, I think it ever comes from talking to a Wishing Well, that's what I've always heard. I mean, I haven't, but I assumed.
Well, assuming's never good for anyone.
Yeah, but when you're just a well, how would you know? You don't even have a brain.
And clearly I do, or I wouldn't be speaking.
Oh, and where is your brain? Is it down there? You got a soggy brain.
Well, I know where mine is, but I'm not entirely sure you know where yours is.
It's somewhere up there. It's in my head region, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, who knows.
We could open it up and check.
Oh god. Well, you do know talking to yourself is the first sign of madness, right?
I've gone past that a long time ago.
So how do you know that I'm real?
That's a good point. But actually, you know, usually if I talk to myself, I'm not usually this rude to myself. So, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Talking Well Thingy, I will be going.
As you wish.
Yeah, that's what I wish. There you go. I wish to be back in my house at the front of the church, not having a conversation with stupid Well.
As soon as you say that, you disappear and reappear at the front of the church.
Well, that was quick. I'll search my legs.
Not a, oh wow, that actually worked. This works now.
Alright.
That's all from me.
Okay. Back to everyone inside the church. Who wants to go first? Or who's doing what?
Wasn't that?
My jaw fuck.
Ah, well that explains that one.
What?
His jaw is full,
It is mouth. Ah, yeah.
is what I translated from that. Yep.
No, my jaw was stuck.
Oh.
Butterscotch between my molars, and it stuck together.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Like my jaw was.
The downside of getting free butterscotch chocolate is that the butterscotch sticks in your teeth. It's a relatively minor downside, but still.
One all the same.
Also, I don't know why I keep attracting free chocolate, but I like that about myself.
I mean, who's gonna say no to free chocolate? Come on now.
People who don't like chocolate or have like lactose intolerance.
That too,
Come on,
actually, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep, she has just finished the conversation with Aiden about the necklace and the command word. for it? What do you all want to do?
My business in the church is done, so Texanastras will turn on his heel and march out.
Alright.
Yaka's gonna kind of follow behind, kind of wondering out loud, like, why is the talking phrase mentioned seeing?
I mean, dear, it is shaped like an eye, and I see, so...
But eyes don't talk.
I mean, you have a point, dear.
We shouldn't be, like, all hearing?
Eyes don't hear, though. They only see. Seeing into the mind's eye.
But my mind doesn't have any eyes.
Aelin just softly chuckles as it's like, it's a matter thing, dear.
I'm gonna ask the priestess about the book before we leave.
Ah, okay.
She's a little no.
What do you wanna? How do you go about asking her? What do you say about the book, or do you just kind of show it to her, or?
Yeah, I'll just kind of show it to her and ask what she thinks about it. What she thinks about it.
She'll look it over and say it looks like a standard book to me. Is there anything unusual about it?
Okay, I'll write hello on it and show her.
As it disappears, words form and say hello to you too. This priest can help us in our quest. She will look at the book and look a little puzzled and go, has it always done this?
Yeah, since I first got it, it just opened and started writing to it.
And where did you find this?
It was in some crazy person's cave.
Well. I suppose if he's following the orders of a book, he would be crazy. Immediately when she says that, the book will write, do not listen to her. You are not crazy to follow my instructions, but insightful.
So do you not think it's a good idea to listen to what the book says?
Well, do you know its source?
No, I was hoping you could help me or tell where it's from or whatever.
Yeah, let me see. She takes it over to the altar over here and starts mumbling to herself. And after about a minute, she kind of chuckles and goes, "Ah, it's from them. This is fine."
Okay, good.
This will guide you to helping secure the world.
Okay, who are they then?
Well, if it hasn't told you, I can't reveal that.
Okay, well thank you for your help and I'll go catch up with the other.
Alright. Yeah, Stowaways on the boat with Dowell all wandering around town. One or the other haven't completely decided where he was going to go yet, but he mentioned he was going to be leaving and doing his own thing in town.
Alright, because I don't think he was there when he mentioned it. I think I was already at work.
Right, I forgot that. Yes, right.
Aelin's like, thank you for your time, man. Lovely church you have here.
Thank you. Alright, let me move you. Where's my maps? There we go. I guess I should. I'm assuming that, which I shouldn't do. So, I assume you're not going back to town, and that you are going up into the forest to try and locate the missing children, or missing boys, as she referred to them as.
Mm-hmm. Either that, or try to find those big club wielding, for lack of a better word, boys.
Mm-hmm.
My boy.
All right. Yeah. As you leave towards the church, leave towards the church. You're leaving the church to go towards the church.
leave-
As we leave the church, we turn our heels and go back into
Mm-hmm.
the church.
Oh no, you got something.
Did you know you have a talking wishing well in your backyard?
Why did that sound like an infomercial or something? Do you have a talking wishing well in your backyard?
Do you have? Is it you? Do you have a talking wishing well in your backyard? Try new OxyClean.
Anything spelled magic eraser.
Yeah, as you start to leave the church, you hear some heavy, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Metal?
Yeah.
Yes, a new heavy metal band playing. Kind of not. I can't think of the word I'm trying to look for here. Words are popping in my head, but they're not the right words. They don't fit the description I want. There's some commotion going up north from you. That's the best I'm going to come up with, I think, right now, because the words are gone. You hear commotion of the large variety.
So it sounds like there's something big up ahead, basically.
Yes. It sounds like two
Making
things
a
are
bit of
having an
ruckus.
argument
It
ahead.
sounds like there's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if we can't talk them out of it. That's out of character, by the way.
I would expect you to say the same in character, to be honest.
You
The way
honestly
you lot
did
have
kind
been.
of do that in Vexen's voice. You did kind of say that in Vexen's voice. It's like, alright, let's go talk him out of it.
So, yeah, the Xenostas does approach.
Yeah, as you approach, you see, kind of in the middle of quite a thick forest, two rather large creatures shouting something at each other that I don't think people can understand. Let me check what their life is.
You're very.
No, actually, no. I'll have to that you would. It doesn't seem like these things can speak properly. They're making zombie-like noises at each other. But from what you can tell, it would appear, as strange as that sounds, it would appear that they're having some conflict of some kind between each other in weird zombie language.
You sound like the big boys because didn't they? Oh. The dead guy mentioned they were kind of pieced together. What do these people look like?
I don't know, I think they're very handsome
Yup.
young men.
Them stuck together like
Mm-hmm. That's yes, quite.
patchwork
go on.
quilt.
I don't know, they probably just laugh a lot, because they're in stitches.
Bruh.
Boo.
But yes, Texan, you see these two things, and yes, they do indeed look like they are pieced together from, or sewn together. There's quite big patches of them that you can evidently see are pieced together. They don't seem to pay any notice to any of you right now.
Can any of you understand what they're moaning about?
Excuse me.
Yeah, they probably are absolutely fine, and we should just leave them to it.
Not a bad suggestion.
This doesn't sound fine.
Oh, you speak zombie, do you?
No, but look at how they're gesturing and yelling at each other. This definitely doesn't seem like a fine day to me.
No. Zombies probably do that all the time. It's probably how they say hello.
Aelin just looks at her like, yes, sir?
Well, if it takes this much effort just to say hello, it's a miracle they get anything done.
I mean, they're like ants, you know?
I'm going to do something while you discuss your discussions.
Disgusting.
For a second, I read that as Flesh Goblin.
I called it Flesh Golem. Damn it.
This one looks up and over to you, and then just kind of motions to the other one that you're here. And they both immediately stop their rambling. They have now noticed you.
Hi there.
So do these things count as undead, or...?
I'm going to say you wouldn't know. It's not every day
I mean, like...
you would have run into any of these, so... And without any abilities to... you know, like a paladin may have more of an inkling, but yourself isn't in that line of work either.
I'm just, yeah, I know. Alcor has no way of telling, but like, yeah.
And the other reason I won't reveal it to you out of character, just so that you're not tempted to use it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Texanus will speak up and say, well, what seems to be the problem, gentlemen? You're making quite the ruckus.
This one points to the one on the left and starts rambling about something, and then he just punches a tree and points to him on his left again.
He punched your tree, and you're angry about that.
Wow, yes, he gives you a quite enthusiastic nod.
Okay. And he turns to the other one. Why did you punch his tree?
The other one starts rambling and then draws a line in the ground and steps over it and then back.
He crossed a line. He did something that crossed a line in your eyes.
Again, he nods.
Could you be more specific?
He looks around for a minute and walks off quite a distance off, back in fact past you, towards where you came from. And a couple of minutes later he comes back and throws a a pile of bones in front of you.
He killed somebody.
Again, he will nod.
So, because this fellow killed someone you knew, you punched his tree.
Again, yes, a most definite nod of confirmation.
And why did you kill this person that this fellow knew? Asking the other one.
He will step up and do something. And point to the necklace that Alien is wearing.
You killed someone wearing this kind of necklace.
He nods. And in agreement to Thexon's sentence there.
Is the necklace bad?
He looks down at his hand and then kind of points to the necklace and holds his head as if he's in pain.
Oh.
This necklace enslaved the person you killed and you were trying to free him.
He nods in agreement.
Aiden, I think this should serve as a warning.
I think you should take the necklace off.
She did say something about a psychic ability that allows you to talk to other people. Maybe the person tried using it to communicate with these two. Tried speaking in her head, and...
That's possible.
I'd still just take the necklace off.
We know not to trigger it around these two and try and speak with them. If he's pointing to his head like it caused him pain, it means somebody spoke in his head or did something in his head. Right? Did you hear a voice before you hurt the person?
They mentioned it kind of the wearer had been enslaved.
He points to the corpse and then to himself, and then he points back to the corpse and sits down and holds his head and points again to the corpse.
So, they did try to speak with you? Using this?
He
Or
nods.
something that similar? Interesting.
This one, while you've been doing that, has started trying to scratch some letters in the ground. I will type the broken message that he's put.
Aelin looks at that and is like, who sees all? Did they say a name?
They both nod and
Can you write it? saying to the one that was riding on the ground.
He starts to scratch into the ground.
Hey guys.
Is she a hag?
I was about to ask if any of you recognize it, but that's a different, better question.
Then again, we never did ask the name of the.
With the priest? Yes, we did. She told us it was Sally. We never incited that name.
They kind of shrug when you say, "Is she a hag?" Like they don't really understand what that means.
Is she an old woman, not very pretty, who is able to cast magic and uses it to get others to do her bidding?
They look down at their hand and put one finger up and start to nod yes and no to different answers to each of those questions.
Are they a bad person?
When you mention this, they look very uneasy and point to the necklace and put a finger up to their mouths as if they're saying shh.
Right. Aelin, would you be so kind as to place the necklace 100 feet from here?
So Thuxton can smash it in privacy.
Aelin just like, Just like looked at them.
You can accompany the necklace if you wish.
Looks down, looks up, looks down, looks up. I think I'm good.
Very well. Would you please wait here for me? Gentlemen, if you will accompany me to over there.
They shall do so.
And Betson was never seen again.
Good. I've been wanting a reason to roll up a rune night.
Vexen went off to raise the children.
They were two strapping young boys. Probably only 2-3 years of months.
Do you think this is far enough?
They look back and they nod.
Very well. So, is this Belinda a bad person?
They just point to the stitchings on them and nod.
Was she the cause of your current predicament?
Again, they nod.
You see. Do you think you can show me where to find her? You can do so in a way that she cannot see you, if that makes you feel more at ease.
They start to scratch something in the dirt. It looks like a house with a cross on the roof.
Jinkies.
Is she living in the church over yonder? And he indicates the direction.
They kind of put their hand up as if to say, kind of.
Kind of that so-so just.
Yeah, and then he points to what you would consider his friend and nods and then points to the church.
So it's not this church, but a similar church.
They look at each other and again point to that church, and then he points to the other flesh column next to him, and they kind of try to attempt to hold hands, and then they point to the church again.
Either you two were married at that church or you've lost me.
Maybe they were gay.
Okay, let me
It's
try a
possible.
different way of getting this across.
Yes, please.
What?
They will scratch into the ground, point to the church, and scratch into the ground, friend.
Belinda is a friend of the priestess?
There we go.
Congratulations.
Okay. That helps, but we still don't know where to find this Belinda. Are you saying we should ask the priest about her and let her lead the way?
They both nod.
Sounds like giving up the game, really, but...
They then draw out a picture, and they kind of give you a motion of like awe, and draw a picture of the necklace, indicating you could probably find her that way too, potentially.
I see. Does the priestess know of her friend's dealings?
They look a little confused and then kind of shake their head no.
Okay, so we can presume her innocent for the time being. You'll have to forgive me, sirs. My knight has expunged a temple in a different town, which gave us a bad reputation because they were demon worshippers.
They look and write Belinda in the sand and nod at what you just said and point to her name.
Ah, Belinda worships a demon. Right. Well, that is good information. I can deal with things like that. Would you know if there is a cure for your condition?
One of them runs their finger along his throat and then kind of collapses on the floor.
So the only cure is death.
And they nod.
Would you permit me to ease your suffering?
And they hesitate for a moment and then they nod.
Very well. Okay, point to your skull if you want it crushed, or to your throat if you want it cut.
They both point to their heads.
Okay, then Thixanastras will take out his Morning Star and crush them both.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of see as you do so they're kind of released of this pain and suffering that they've been in, of being an amalgamation of body parts and such like.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me this wasn't the two kids.
I mean, they don't look like children. It doesn't look like they'd be chasing rabbits.
I mean,
So-
it says boys, and they might be a little bit more simple-minded.
Mm.
Tell me about the rabbits, Dexon. Stuff like that.
Tell about the
Tell me
rabbits.
about rabbits, Dexon.
Okay, well, after having done so,
Mhm.
Thixanastras will return to the group. Well, I've learned a few things about her. It seems those necklaces that we found in the dead body and that Aiden is currently wearing will lead us to the criminal that perpetrated these heinous crimes. Also, I think it would be at least visible to see if for the rest of the party to see that I just killed these two.
Yeah.
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 Undoubtedly.
Yeah, that conversation ended, strangely.
Yes, well, they told me they were suffering greatly in their condition and wished to be put out of their misery.
At least you gave them a burial, right? I mean, they may have been suffering and all, but there's still people in there.
You're correct, we should give them a burial. If the Sandstrasse heads back and starts digging graves.
Mm-hmm.
We dig a lot of graves.
Hey, good people dig graves.
I mean,
I've never heard that one before.
we probably wouldn't be digging as many graves. We probably would
If
be
we didn't
digging-
smack as many people with a hammer.
Well, we probably wouldn't
No
be
hammers
digging-
this time.
Go ahead, Elka.
So we probably wouldn't be digging as many graves if we didn't have Bex in here.
Probably not.
Why? I mean, I don't
Yes.
think he killed Skeleton Boy.
We did dig them a nice grave, which looks like it got dug up, but that's okay.
I was gonna say you probably wouldn't be digging as many graves because you wouldn't have the. You'd just be like, "Yeah, let's go. Wildlife can take them."
I mean, hey, the dogs need to chew on something.
That was my thinking of why you wouldn't be digging as many graves.
Yeah.
Leave them to the birds.
Well, I mean, it's already a skeleton. Birds aren't going to get much use out of that.
Yeah, you
So
can
long
take.
as Aylin's gonna, like, slowly come up to help Vexen, just like,
Mm-hmm.
is it okay if I'm here with you?
Sure. Grab a shovel.
Alka's going to help as well.
All right. Merly, what are you up to?
Not digging graves as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Staying over here so no one's like, "Hey, Merly, come on." So just trying to stay out of plain sight of them so they don't just spot out of the corner of their eye or something and like, "Oh yeah, you can help too."
Right. Eliza, your book is trying to once again get your attention.
I'll take out and have a look.
You've found the way to where you need to go. Keep following it.
Okay, we'll keep going this way.
What'd you say?
Who, me or Eliza?
Eliza.
We'll keep following, and I believe is what Eliza said.
Yeah.
Alright.
Merly, are you sitting at the bottom of a tree, or like you said you were hidden, right?
Yeah, just like leaning against a tree that, like the opposite direction to them.
Right. Are you where you are on the map right now? Is that where you want to be?
More or less, yeah.
Alright.
Just wherever a tree is, wherever the closest tree to that is, because it's a little hard to tell.
As you're sitting there, you hear something above you and a couple of leaves fall down.
Alright, I'll look up.
You don't see anything, but there's definitely something that has just moved branches above you.
Is it a climbable tree?
Yes.
Alright, I'll try and climb it.
As you get to the first branch, you kind of hear, ha! And you hear another shuffling, and a couple of branches to your left move again. But again, you don't see anything.
I hope not tentacle monkeys. I've had
Not
enough
again.
of those.
Not again.
Not again. No, thank you.
I feel like I need a little bit of information on.
The information is
Let's do that.
tentacle monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know. That's just all there is. There was trees, there was tentacle monkeys, bad times for everyone.
Mm-hmm. I nearly TPK'd the party until I start pulling punches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that grapple thing was nasty. They could do a lot of grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Peekaboo, I've got you. I just
I'm
polish
gonna-
my tentacles.
Right, just curious to see what it is. I'll say psst, psst, hey, want food? Like, fairly quietly.
All you hear back
I'll
is...
put it.
Oh, go on.
Oh no, I'm just. What are you gonna say?
As you say, psst, want some food, he just goes, hey, psst, want some food?
Mimic?
I was asking you.
Well, I'm asking you.
I asked you first.
I asked you first.
Is that a no?
Is that a no?
Are you a parrot?
Are you a parrot?
Maybe.
Or maybe I am.
Ah, see, I'm not a parrot.
Ah!
You said your own word.
As soon as you say that, you hear a little ah again, and you see the trees move, and this time this thing has gone to your right. You still don't visually see it.
Can I climb up higher so I'm properly in the tree?
Mm-hmm. And as you climb up higher, he goes, psst, hey, want some food?
Ah, I see. Not a parrot, but you do like copying people.
You like copying people.
Why don't you come over here?
Why don't you come over here?
Alright. So, okay, words don't particularly work on you very well, I see. I'm not even sure if you know what you're saying. I'm just gonna put this here and, like, near the end of one of the branches, I'll put down, like, some food for my rations.
Mm-hmm.
You just enjoy that.
You notice that the food moves, but there's nothing there. And then he kind of splits the food in half and hands some to you and goes, psst, want some food?
Yeah, as well.
Really gets himself killed by a talking tree, I swear.
I'll put it back in my, like, bag. Is it clear he's, like, eating the food?
It's disappeared into the air in front of you, yes.
I'm gonna throw a net at that piece of air.
Is there
Shall I
a
make
thing
roll?
to beat? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
Don't think he can or beat this. No, not with a +3. No.
Nope.
As the net drapes around this shape, it still looks like your net is around air, and it just goes, hey, psst, Want some food? Psst. Want some food? Want some food?
Yeah, you come with me, buddy. I want to know what the heck you are. And I'm gonna start, like, dragging him down the tree.
Okay. I'm asking you. Psst. Want some food? Psst. Want some food? And you can
Hey,
hear it's getting
guys.
quite desperate.
Guys, I found nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, nothing?
I caught it in a net, look.
Wait, you found nothing. Well, that's pretty helpful.
You know
Look, I
what?
caught it in a net.
You know what would be even more helpful? Grabbing a shovel and helping.
Oh, come on, I caught a concept in a net. Are you not interested?
Now you're catching thoughts. What are you saying? And he looks
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you come over here and look at it. Or don't look at it, because you can't.
Well,
Bring it here.
I think you just pointed out the flaw in your scheme there.
Well, it says things, so come listen to it then.
Why not bring it here?
You know what? Aylin's gonna come over since she's been helping. She's like, I'll go see what she's babbling about.
Eliza will go over them.
As you both get closer, you can see that Merle has a lump of air in the net that's quite distressedly shouting, "Psst, want some food? Want some food? No, I'm asking you if you want some food. Want some food?"
Oh,
Yeah.
easy there. What in... What in what?
Do you want me to
Aylin
get
just
set
like
in
crouches a little bit in front of the net, just like, what are you?
What was that, Eliza?
I was going to say to Melody, it's obviously upset. Why don't you let it go?
Because I want to know what it is.
Can't, almost want to say,
Hey, Fexan, you got that ore thingy? You can sense things, right? I want you to sense the nothing.
Yes, once I've done burying these poor wretches.
Alright, fine. You just stay in there, buddy, alright?
Give me a moment. Oh, I can't. Okay, cool. Perfect.
it's okay, little guy, just, or girl, or whatever you are. Just calm down, okay? We're not gonna hurt you. It's all okay. Forgive my friend with the net. Well, she's not really a friend. She's just, I'm just with them.
Business partner, thank you very much.
Not particularly, but that's for the...
Yes.
You have a don't you have a 70-30 deal?
Yes.
Yeah, I said 30 to her.
Yeah, we have a debatable deal, yeah.
The money split is up for debate.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, 25 to Merle, 70 to Aelin, and then 5% to Elgar.
Wait, when did Alcohol get cut into this?
I mean, hey, you have to have a mascot.
Oh. I need to check because my brain can't remember the rolls of the rolls.
Rolls on rolls.
With extra rolls.
Oh, to get out of net.
No, to calm an animal down. Animal handling.
Animal handling.
I couldn't remember if that was a proficiency or whether it was just an actual skill, but it is.
No, it is a skill.
Aylin, roll me animal handling, please, as you're trying to kind of calm whatever it is down.
Keys?
It seems to stop screaming, want some food.
It's alright. I'm just curious about your little guy, okay?
I'm asking you, is what it responds.
Me? I'm a dragon fox. What are you, little one?
Want some food?
Sadly, I just ate. Do you mimic people? Do you learn what they say?
This time it will respond with, yes, yes, I learn.
Oh, it said something.
Do you do it when you're scared?
This time it seems to not quite understand what to say, and it just, with a rising question this time, want some food? As if it thinks that's the right answer to say.
Okay, yes or no? Do you copy people when you're scared?
Sure, why not?
Are you scared of being in the net?
It starts pushing. The net starts pushing towards you. I'm trying to see. It is. So I don't know if you'll. Does the net have size restrictions? As in, too large or too small?
Let me just get it up on level 20.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've seen that either, but I'll have a look.
I guess you just pull it tight around something smaller and it will
A
just
large or smaller creature.
large or smaller, so right, you couldn't catch a gigantic or anything like that. Okay, but anything smaller
Yeah.
than large. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, if you want to catch a giant by the toe, maybe.
Hey, buddy, you owe me a toe.
Let's see. So we put that there. Change some things. But yeah, it seems to be struggling against the net, or at least trying to.
So you are afraid of being in the net? Yes? No?
You hear it go silent for a while, and then just again, as if mimicking something it's heard. Sure, why not?
Well, okay. So here's what we're going to do, okay? You're going to show yourself, let us see what you are, and we'll let you out of the net, okay?
Want some food?
No?
Oh, did you say yes, no to it?
Yes.
Okay, and it just goes, sure, why not?
Okay then. Let's see what
Go
you are.
on.
Yes, no? Oh my god, it actually worked.
Oh, damn, I had clicked it away because I was in a different tab.
Oh, that's a tiny little thing.
Oh.
I don't know whether to find it adorable or disgusting.
Disgustingly adorable.
Yes.
Adorably disgusting. It's both.
It's a pixie. I think. No.
Can I make a nature, see if I have any idea what it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and make a nature, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pixie. But I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's got wings, it's small, probably a pixie.
Can I try and make the water?
Mm-hmm.
Aelin is also gonna do that. Well,
Eliza, you. Let's deal with aliens first. Yes.
Me and Aelin are just like, yes, it's a pixie.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my ears. That was loud.
Eliza, you know that it's an imp.
Okay, it's not a pixie, Melly, it's an imp.
What are you calling it?
What's an imp?
Clearly it's pixie, look at it. That's not an imp.
So, what's an imp?
Are you here?
What?
I thought you guys were still burying bodies.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Tomato's making discoveries every day, but anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, but at this point, we're probably done burying the bodies, right?
Well, given that everyone walked away, it's going to take longer.
Mm.
Fair point.
Yeah, that is not an imp. Look at it.
It is an imp, Melly.
It's got fur. What kind of an imp has fur?
Potato, potato. Pixie imps are the same difference, right?
No, definitely not.
Do you
No,
even know
no.
anything about imps, Melly?
Yes, I know a lot about imps, thank you very much. Yeah, you ever met an imp? I have.
No,
Well-
I have read about them.
Uh-huh. You read about them. I've met one. Met a couple, actually.
Let's uphold our side of the bargain. Let the little one out.
It has already begun to chew on your net, Molly, as this conversation has taken place.
Don't break that. I've only got one of them. Fine, alright, you can come out.
I thought you
Jeez.
said chew on her neck. Like, what?
Yes, it's a vampiric imp. Oh god.
I don't
Yum,
mean,
yum,
I
yum.
don't really think it's chewing, but more like just kind of gumming at her neck.
But yeah, I'll get the net off it before it breaks it.
Mm-hmm. After you've done that, it immediately runs around the back of you, Melly, and climbs into your bag. And as it does so, it goes, "Want some food?" And closes the bag
Oh,
behind it.
no, don't you steal my food. I'll take the backpack off. You can stay in the backpack if you want, but you are not eating my rations.
As you open the bag, it doesn't look like it was eating anything. Just seems
Yeah,
to be
good
sitting there.
little pixie. You keep doing that, but don't eat the food, okay? Eat the food, you out.
It holds up your rations to you. "Want some food?"
Yeah, that's right. Okay, just keep them like that. I'll close the bag again. Put it back on my back.
Yeah, I was thinking Alka would be the group pet.
Because it kept going, want some food whenever I... Yes, no questions.
Yeah, I mean, I said earlier, do you want some food? And it wouldn't shut up saying that, so...
We all knew Merle would be a great mother.
Just wait till term. Are we there yet? You'll be wishing that it kept saying wants some food.
Yeah, she probably joined in. She's probably the one in the group asking, are we there yet? So...
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I will turn this campaign around.
I was wondering why I suddenly stopped hearing everyone. I actually deafened.
I was wondering why you were deafened as well. It's like, are you listening to some? Or you must be listening to someone else or something.
At that point,
like something
Thomas
everyone
Price
went
comes
down,
over.
like, what?
Well, what have you been chattering about?
Nothing. Like I said.
I believe that we found a little pixie. She scared the heck out of it. But I got it. I got it to show itself.
That's
likes
in
you.
my backpack now.
It likes yes, no questions. You're still in the bag. Yes, no?
You wanted me to sense it?
Oh, yeah. Sensitive. Tell Eliza here, it's not an imp. It's definitely a pixie.
It's definitely an imp.
The Samustas does cast detect good and evil.
Yes, there is a fiend in Maddie's backpack.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to side with Eliza on this one.
Wait, it's an imp? Just takes the backpack off, shoves the
Well,
face
yeah.
in. You're an imp?
It's not there.
I mean, isn't...
But you can't see it.
It does say a fiend, but like, yeah. It does detect if it's a fae or not, but...
Yeah, and a fiend it would be an imp, so...
An imp would be a fiend.
Yeah, other way around.
Yeah. Fiends comprise devils, demons, and
Yeah.
those in between. So, yeah.
Yeah, I meant the other way.
Looking at the spell, it doesn't really say if it's specified. It just says if you know if there is, but I guess it does specify because you would know if like it's a Celeste or not. Like
If it would have been a pixie, I would have sensed a fae rather than a fiend.
Right.
yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove my head and say that anyway, so even if I can't see it.
Okay. Does... Hang on, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove my head and just say you're an imp.
Sure, why not?
Wait, what level are you from?
Huh?
In Infernal, then she'll say, what level are you from? As in, what level of hell is he from?
Oh, that I will not know how to answer because I don't know.
Want me to look it up in the master manual real quick?
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind, because I don't see it on here
I
somewhere.
think one of the higher ones, I think. Oh, actually, there might be in all of them. I don't. Yeah, I'll have a look. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, does speaking in Infernal have any difference
Yes,
to it then?
he seems to be able to hold a much better conversation with you in Infernal. There's very little mimicking here at all.
You want some food?
Only this time it sounds more like you cash in it, or something like that.
Oh god. But yes, he's having a much more, until we find the answer, he's having a much more coherent conversation with you. Like he says yes, he's from that place, and
Oh god, you're from there. I wanna be
It's
there.
from every level of hell except the 9th.
ah,
So
Well.
pick a number.
7.
Mostly.
Isn't that
Go on,
one of the
Tag,
really
sorry.
bad ones?
The Maladomini ruled by Beelzebul. I'd have to look that up, really.
But he can
I
be...
mean, I don't need to know specific details.
Yeah,
Like, he
just-
might not even know specific
Right,
details.
but
He just needs to know what level he's from.
As long as they're... So it's any of them except the 9th, right? They can be...
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
so
going to
just-
randomly pluck 7 out of the then, for now.
Just say, ooh, yeah, that's, ooh. Yeah, see where you left, buddy. Don't blame me on that one. And then just keep generally having a normal conversation in Infernal with him.
Mm-hmm.
Aelin just like looks at your companion, is like, does she always do this?
What, shove her head in a bag and starts yammering? It's not that out of character, to be honest.
It's a first, but not unexpected.
Aelin just like looks up, just like, I chose a horrible business partner.
What was that?
I think you just killed Flair.
Oh.
What'd you say to me?
At this point,
She
notice.
said that she picked a terrible business partner.
Oh, I see. Well, me and nothing over here. We got a lot in common. Maybe I want them as a business partner, huh?
Go right ahead. That means I have 100% profit share.
Uh-huh. Good luck dancing with no music.
Oh, I've made it so far without music.
And I made it so far without a dancer.
Mostly because you have us, but yeah.
And what do you think I did before I had you?
The imp shows himself again, and
So if your head in the back.
in Infernal, he'll say to you merely, partners? Business?
Yeah. It'll be great. You see, you can go like invisible and stuff. You have any idea how useful that is? There's loads of stuff we could do, alright?
Need to break business with current master, but then yes.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean,
Aelin's
if
just like looking between the bag and Merle, what are you guys talking about? Care to share? Your
sorry, this is between business partners. Sorry, yeah.
What about the other party members who are probably staring at you like, what?
They're not business partners either. Yes, I'm the only one who speaks Infernal.
Sexy, and I think that thing's bad news. I'm smacking it.
Oh, now you understand what is and isn't bad news.
No.
I mean, it's an imp. It definitely is bad news.
But isn't it?
Yes,
You know,
the hag necklace
That's
they're wearing
racist.
Isn't. By the way, let's stop dilly-dallying here and find Belinda. She's behind all this.
Oh, right, yeah, Belinda. Yeah. Okay, nothing, you just get back in the bag. You break that deal with the fuck-ups later, right?
As you say that, he looks over to Thexan and Belinda, yes, Belinda.
Yeah, you know Belinda?
Want some food?
In Infernal, you know Belinda.
He will respond and Belinda goes, yes, Belinda is master.
Ah, well that fixes stuff. 'Cause you see, we're going to talk to this Belinda person. So, can you show us where they are? We can sort out that whole business deal.
He kind of closes his eyes for a minute. Further than reach. She can't see me.
Ah, that's a problem. Well, you tell me when she is in reach, alright?
But when we are in reach, Belinda sees me too.
That's fine, we want to find Belinda anyway. If she comes to us, there we go.
Yeah, he'll disappear back into your bag.
What have you been talking about? I've heard you say Belinda several times, but and it's
Yeah,
that foul language.
Yeah, he like works with him or something. Nothing said, he'll let us know if we're near her, so.
Ah, that puts a change on things. Can you ask it if that necklace Alien is wearing is Belinda's and what it does?
Ain't nothing. Come back up here, and I'll just take off my backpack, like point it at Aelin. You see that necklace thingy? That belong to your master?
It immediately goes invisible and starts screaming, "Want some food? Want some food? Want some food?" And then Infernal goes, "Dangerous! It's dangerous!"
Yeah, that's. I think that's a yes.
Dangerous to who?
Towards Aelin, he will tap his head and go, "Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Want some food? Want some food?"
Easy, easy. It's alright.
I think you should just take the necklace off.
I feel absolutely fine wearing it. Until something happens, I'll be wearing it. As for our little friend here, it's gonna be alright. Everything's okay.
In Infernal to you, Merly, it'll say, "Belinda already knows where you all are."
Well, do you think she'll come to us then?
He goes up and touches the necklace, and immediately gets shot back from it. He kind of takes on, as best he can, a female voice, and cackles and says, "They shall come to me, and I shall end them." And then he just starts running up and down, and in common, "Want some food? Want some food?"
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Get in the backpack, get in the backpack.
He will climb back in.
Well, there's no point in dilly-dallying. She wants us to come to her, so she can end us. Well, we see if we can't.
Let's bring some rain to that parade, shall we?
Why?
Not if I can help it.
You know, an entire torrential downpour on their little parade. Probably enough that I've seen smash her skull in. And
That usually does ruin someone's parade, though.
Yeah.
it's just like, that's what I was leaving, but you know, saying potato potato, let's just go.
Finally, you're speaking sense. And he walks off.
Alco just follows behind as normal.
Half an hour warning, Tarex, right?
I'm not in my morning shift week, so we can go a bit longer.
Okay. So we'll just stop when we come to a natural stopping point then.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, where are you all heading to? Are you heading...
But I said something about the church. The big boy said something about the
I
church.
think, yeah, we were going back to the church because she
Yeah.
wouldn't know where Belinda was.
Okay.
But I
If
mean,
that
now we have
sounds
the
alright
imp
to
who,
everyone.
most likely not. We have the imp who, I don't know, I just don't trust Church Lady.
You don't trust Sally?
I shouldn't say this.
No.
'Cause I'm going to offend all my religious audience, but you know, God-fearing people in games and role-playing things generally aren't trusted.
Yeah, unfortunately that was his thing. If there's like a priest or something that walks up to something.
I think that has to do with the particular denomination of the DM rather than...
That's a fair point, actually.
I
yeah.
mean like games and stuff in general, like if there's a priest or whatever, they're always up to something.
Again, I think that has to do with the denomination of the people who created.
their whatever take they have on religion themselves. So I never thought of that.
It gets projected onto their games. Yes.
Right, let's drag you all back to the church. Yeah, you all arrive at the church. All seems same as it was before. Nothing seems to have happened or changed. There's no church session going on. That's not even the right word for a church. No sermons going on. There you go.
Gathering.
There's no mass.
Mm-hmm.
No more what?
Everyone's just gonna boogie on in.
Now I can just imagine the Foxhood moonwalking her way into the room.
Yeah, is everyone else
Like
following?
according to
Is
a
everyone
given
else
people.
staying outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, may as well follow in.
Sally, dear, are you home at all?
She'll turn from up the top and go, "Ah, you return. Did you find them?"
We have some clues as to their whereabouts, but we think that Belinda might know something more.
Belinda?
Yes. Wait, who's Belinda? Yes, Belinda. Woman. Person.
You found some connection to a Belinda out there, or?
Yes, we did.
And do you know
Aelin just
where
like
she is?
steps aside.
Sorry.
Yes, we would.
So you do know where she is?
No, she asked us if we wanted to know where she
No,
is.
I said, and do you know where she is? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I heard, do you want to know where she is?
No, sorry.
That's
She
kinda
says,
what I
do you
heard.
know, and do you know where she is?
Not currently, that's why we came to you. You seem to know plenty of people in the vicinity.
She pauses for a moment and says, yes, well, there's a lot of people that come to church and help out here. And there's so-and-so and so-and-so, and she starts reading off all these random names. There's no Belinda that I know of.
Strange. It was indicated that she was friends with you.
I'm trying to think. Maybe it was... Well, this church was deserted for a long time before I took it over. There was no one here then.
What?
But no, I don't have a friend by the names of Belinda or anything of similar.
Let me ask an unrelated question. These necklaces you gave our friend Aelin, how did you come by them?
Yeah, the lady, the elderly lady who comes through town, sells potions and trinkets.
Where would we be able to find her?
She comes, well, tonight, this evening. Yeah, she comes once every 3 days in the evening, just as everyone's shutting up. She'll sit in the middle of town.
How convenient.
How convenient indeed.
She doesn't usually charge much for them because they're usually protection things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good thing to know. Do you know where she stays when she's not in town?
Well, she usually leaves on the boat. I don't know where she goes. Goes somewhere and then comes back. You know, she usually shows up in a rowing boat. And I always find that strange, because she must either row out to a bigger boat, or not go very far, I would assume, because you can't take a rowing boat into the middle of the ocean. Well, you can, but not for long.
Depends on how much stamina you have.
Well, she's an old woman.
Maybe she has someone who rows the boat for her.
I never see them, but quite possibly.
Thank you, this has been very informative.
I'm glad I could be a help.
Texanastars will turn to leave.
Aelin stays inside.
Okay. Is anyone else staying inside?
Alka's gonna stay inside.
And Eliza is leaving.
Elkar just hiding behind a corner, just like,
Just yeah.
just like act like you go out, but then just like sweep around the corner at the last second.
Mm-hmm. Sally notices you. Something you want?
Yes, I was going to inform you that we did find 2 creatures in the woods arguing with one another. They were... It's hard to describe. They were put together from many different people. And we did put them out of their misery. They did say they were in a lot of pain, and they're the ones we got the name Belinda from. You did say something about 2 boys earlier. I was just wondering if their disappearance might be in connection.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did the reports of 2 large beings come after the boys disappeared?
She hesitates for a moment. I can't remember. They disappeared on that day. Oh, I mean, it's possible that they met each other in the forest. But if you say that they were wishing to be put out of their pain, I don't see them killing the missing boys, surely.
But could they have been the missing boys?
Oh no, the children who went missing were children. Not some abomination that you described.
There's always possibilities.
Sorry, my internet cut out for a second. I heard the children went, and then it kind of cut out.
Come little children, no thank you away. Anyway.
What'd you say, Slayer?
For which part, sorry?
I heard like the children went. I missed the last bit, and then my internet cut out.
The children were children, not the abominations that you described.
Okay.
Did they ever argue?
Well, yes. But like I said, no more than normal children.
Alright. One more question. Did one of those children ever have a necklace like this one?
No.
Okay.
The eye scared them. They didn't like it.
Because those 2 beings were scared of this necklace. Quite scared.
It's probably because the type of abomination they were. They know the power it has over them.
Let's see. Well, Thank you for your time, dear.
No, thank you for investigating and following up with questions that might help you locate them.
Indeed. Side note, we should have asked for names. Damn it. Anyway.
Now we're just going to murder every old lady that sits in the middle of the town square at night.
Yep,
Selling
got get a
potions
blender
and-
eventually.
What is... And she, like, looks over her shoulder. It's like, did you ever get that old lady's name?
I don't need to. I can sense a fae.
Hey.
Well, I'm going off the assumption that this Belinda person we're chasing is a hag. We've had dealings with hags, and the goings on here seems to have hag written all over it, and I can sense them when they're near. We don't need their name. Besides, she's known by Belinda, not by Belinda, so every name we might get is probably a false one.
You see. Very well. And Aelin goes outside. Well, finds Elcar at the door like, oh, you stayed in here. Hi.
Just kind of leaves with her. That yeah, I wasn't listening. I almost feel like she was hiding something.
You're not the only one.
Seemed fine to me.
She seems to be hiding something. I questioned her about some things, and she was hesitant to answer. Several times.
She tried explaining away the idea that the two things were not the boys.
Well, we can look out for that once we've dealt with this hag business.
Maybe we should search the grounds of the church? Just in case, because you never know.
Turns out the little Timmy and little Johnny fell in the well.
Maybe. It's not a bad thought.
What's that, Merle? Little Timmy fell in the well again? Did you push him? Good, the little bastard deserved it.
Oh my god.
They disturbed me talking to my echo.
And I would have gotten away from it. What was it for your kobold?
It's like we finally tie up Merle. He's like, all right, let's see what's behind that mask. Pulls it off. Pulls it off. There's just no head. They put the mask back on.
I was the headless horseman all along, so I should have told you.
Exactly.
Headless horseman, it was you the whole time.
Yeah, how do you talk about my town?
I've lost my town.
Well, yeah, should we,
Where did you have it last?
Last week is when I had my town last. No, actually,
you
yesterday.
had-
Yesterday.
I had my town yesterday. Where the fuck's my town?
You
gone?
destroyed town.
That's the wrong town.
Time to respawn.
Is that the town? No, that's not the town. Wait, no, didn't I just have it today as well? No, I didn't have it
I
today.
don't think so, no.
Oh, it's there.
Grade 72.
It's right there. It's next door to the...
Okay.
Never mind. It's next door
Oh, it's
to...
right there. Right where
Yeah.
I left it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you arrived back in town, and actually, I think thinking about it, it would be coming towards evening by now.
Would that be the town square right there?
Yes, that would indeed be the town square.
Yeah, because it's a square in the town.
Impunitive thinking, soldier.
Yeah. What is your? What do you do? How do you go about your course of actions?
Set fire to the town.
I mean, you can certainly, if you want to.
Gotta kill eventually.
Could and should are two very different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I made my plan quite clear.
Are you just waiting until you see her and then going straight up and confronting her, or are you going?
Aelin would probably share with the party what she learned about this person being probably Fae.
Oh, Fexon already knows.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, all hags are Fae, so.
And we've had dealings with several hags in the past.
I mean, we met one in the town right before we picked you up.
Mm-hmm. It was before you were part of the group, though, Aiden, so that's probably why you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Met one, had the town chase her off in an angry mob full of pitchforks and torches.
We fought one as well.
Cheers.
That's also the second time we riled up an angry mob.
Yeah.
But it was the first time.
The first time was when Cornelius tried to
right. I wasn't there that
instigate.
day. Right.
Yeah, he tried to instigate revolution in Avonwall. We counter-revolution that revolution.
I see your revolution and raise you another revolution.
Yeah. Well, in that case, that's even in the
Yeah,
punches.
as soon as Texanus has spots suspicious old ladies, he'll put the sense good and evil on and see if they're fair or not.
Noodle.
That's very suspicious to me.
Purple is sauce.
Yeah, as you put detect good and evil on, you immediately detect Fae.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that quite a large group of people have immediately gathered around her kind of hand cart that she was pulling along. And she's selling them random potions and necklaces and trinkets and rings.
Aelin is gonna walk up like, yeah, she's gonna walk up like, interesting variety you have.
Yes.
And
yes.
we've lost somebody.
What?
Sockets dropped from roll 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Texanosaurus is going to stay at the distance and give her the evil eye.
Upstairs.
You approached her, Aiden, about her wares?
Yes.
She just takes a look and goes, "Yes, they are indeed interesting, but I see you already have one. It's one per person."
Yes, I actually got it from a lovely lady at a church. Sally?
I thought it was Sunny.
Nah, it was Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ah, yes. She came to me the other week. When the boys went missing. Said she wanted something to protect her going out into the forest.
I see.
Make me a perception check, Aileen, please.
Yay.
Yeah, there's a lot of trinkets, and she seems like an old woman selling trinkets. You don't really spot anything unusual about her that you're like, oh, hang on, let's ask her about that.
I think Elkar's gonna kind of walk up and see what's going on as well.
This time, as you step up, she kind of looks towards you and then reaches out a hand and kind of feels your shoulder. Make me a perception check with advantage.
Me or
Yes,
Caleb?
please.
Perception.
You notice this woman is completely blind. As she's just kind of feeling your shoulder and shape, and she goes, "You don't have one, and you're new."
Yeah.
Hang on. And she goes back to her cart and starts rummaging around. And she offers you, she kind of feels for your arm and pulls your hand towards hers and places a ring in it. It'll protect you.
Okay. Alka just kind of steps back again. What's the ring look like?
It is a silver ring with like a green emerald on the top there where a stone usually sits.
And if you throw it into the fire, letters appear in it.
And the only way to destroy it is to throw it in the fire of Mount Doom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Destroy it! But the hearts of kobold are easily corrupt.
And then you have Gollum sitting in Merly's backpack. But yeah.
What's some food?
Gollum never offered anyone food.
No.
I mean,
What does he have in his
Oh, he
pockets?
offered them rabbits. He did. He offered them raw rabbits.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's true. Sam was actually quite disgusted by that.
Is anyone else approaching
Yeah,
this woman?
Wait a sec. She looked right at Aelin and said, "You already have one,"
Mm-hmm.
and then didn't see. Oh.
what?
She didn't
Yeah.
see you, but she saw Aelin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like she's a magical hag or something. Using the
Vibes.
all-seeing eye. It's almost like the blatantly evil woman is using the blatantly evil item.
To commit acts of blatant evil.
Nah, it's not. I don't think. Nah, it's pushing it too far. Yeah, Elker shows the ring defects and like, she's completely blind.
And she gave you this ring?
Yeah, but she knew I didn't have one.
Aelin's
Well,
just kind of miffed, just like, I just wanted to see your wares.
Well, I recommend you not wear it.
I don't think it'd even fit.
You can see that it would fit you.
Elka looks to Merle and she kind of shows the ring to her and says, "Do you think your friend would know what this is?"
Yeah, give him something to do. Ain't nothing.
I love the name
Okay.
to him.
Opens up the
Hey,
backpack. Shoves my head in as well to make sure that no one can see what is in the backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And then put the ring in as well and say, hey, person that might be your boss lady gave us this. What is it?
He looks it over and then kind of bites on it. And more seeing thing. Gives protection but seeing.
Right, okay. Close the bag, pop back up again. Yes, and say it a bit quieter. Yeah, she can see through this too.
I reiterate my advice of not wearing it. Maybe throwing it down the well.
Not a talking one.
I
Don't
feel
put
like
it down
that's a
talking one,
little
Elka. There's a river over there if you want to go throw it in that. It feels free, Elka. I'll give it back to you.
He just gets stuck on some fish, and she checks on it. And she's like, "What? Why am I underwater? What?"
That kobold was on land. What happened? What's the kobold like the size of a...
Old.
Ah,
Elkar's gonna take the advice and just kind of head out of sight of the town square
mhm.
and just
Leave it in a bush.
like wrap it in some cloth and then chuck it into the river.
Okay. I shall
Yeah.
make
You've been
notes
fined
of
for
this.
littering.
2,000 gold per person.
How else do you think this city gets its
Exactly. Does anybody else interact with this trinket lady?
Well, Texanus already sensed that she was Fae, and he would have informed Merle and Eliza of it, and Elkar and Aemon as soon as they returned.
Right.
He's just waiting for the townspeople to disperse so to have less collateral damage.
Right.
He just walks up and just smashes her head in with a mace.
Now listen here, woman. I know what you are.
Merle?
Go on, sorry.
Wait, hold on. Aelin doesn't.
You're gone, Merle. You're gone out.
Because Sally, that lady, mentioned something. Why would she need protection after the boys left?
Are you asking
Also,
After they went-
she did. Okay, she did mention like, oh yeah, no, the boys were scared of it, but then she mentioned she got it after the boys had left.
Yeah, she gave it to the person who went looking for the boys.
And
Like the boys before the beginning were afraid of it, but then she got it after the boys had left.
and gave it to the person that went looking for the boys, and the two golems were afraid of it as well.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of nacho
Stuff
news.
going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I could do for some nachos.
I think you were mentioning something earlier about Dexon mentioning she was Fae.
Yeah. Do you mention to Merle you're kind of waiting for everyone to disperse? Well, I guess we could say Merle asked you as well, just you're not doing anything.
Yes, he would say, yes, let's not get the townspeople caught up in this. Who knows what other forms of control she can put on them through those trinkets of hers.
Alright, I'm gonna start banging my drum and say, hey, free booze at the tavern, only today, it's free booze. Come get it now.
I'm going to do a thing. Hang on. Yep.
Do I need to do a thing?
No.
No, there we go.
Yeah, I'll do it like that. See, yeah. Yeah, it's late night after a day's work. Most of them have got trinkets from previous times she's been here, so there was only a few that were picking up some new ones. And they all start charging for the tavern. Some of them more violently than the others, barging the others out of the way.
Ooh.
Merle, I think you caused another riot.
It's what I do.
Oh, these sales are gonna go up.
That's what, the third one in the past month?
Well, Merle also helped me quiet down too, so they should even each other out.
Yes, but now the town square is quiet and she's packing up her handcart, ready to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at
Now
that
we
point,
can cave the old woman headed with the bit.
yeah, Texana walks up to her.
She kind of
Entire
again
time
reaches
just-
out with her walking stick and taps against Texan's armor. Ha! You don't have one either.
And I don't want one.
But it offers you protection.
The shards of Genesis offer me enough protection.
When you mention them, she goes, the ones that enjoy confiscating my items. Yes. I assume you're here to confiscate more?
Stop distracting me. I forgot my speech.
Heavy breathing EX has failed.
Alright,
Halt, you have violated the law.
let's move back on track here a little bit. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Texan.
Sorry.
I have no interest in your trinkets. I have interest in the foul curses you've been casting over this region.
You see a smile creep across her face and go, I have no idea what you mean.
Of course you don't, hag. He takes her arm and starts frog marching her out of town.
She will not resist, currently. Which direction do you take her? Up to the church, up the top, or do you take it towards the...
No, the
forest?
other
You said out
way.
of town.
This
Yeah,
way?
out of town.
Out of town.
Right.
But there are several ways out of town, and I'm marching her that way,
Which way, sorry?
away
Again?
from the church. Sorry.
South.
Okay, right, down the bottom, okay.
Why are we taking her away from the holy place? That would probably be helpful.
Well, not the holy place
Where?
with the suspicious holy person in it that may or may not work for her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As you get to the edge of town, she kind of looks about as if she's checking her surroundings. So, we're at the edge of town. Do you wish to challenge me here, or are you simply going to let me go?
Let's go a bit further into the jungle.
Is anybody following Texana's Raz?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to use a different forest map. I'm going to use this one.
You do grab the same one, but
Just-
like rotate it 90 degrees.
Just for a little bit of change of scenery for you all. I know you've all seen this one before, but it's been a little while, so you can have this one again.
Fine.
Well, it's the first time.
Is this a temperate forest or an actual jungle?
This is a forest rather than a. It's not very
Okay,
overgrown.
then scratch the jungle bit
Sorry.
of the next.
Well, we know what you
The-
mean.
We pull her on. And I should have copied everyone else over, shouldn't I? Do I still have everyone copied? Let's see. I do.
Wow. Since Texana does his frog marching her, he would be beside her.
Right.
Aelin would be keeping back a little bit because just like, well, Texonos is on his go again.
I mean, there's a pretty good choppy block right there.
And oh,
Very
there.
well. Reveal us your true form, hag.
Yes, I suppose we're doing this then, are we?
We are.
Round one.
As she will morph and change into that abomination there that you see.
Mhm.
She's
And
a
on
very
that
old
note-
Oh, cute.
I'm gonna call it a night here because I did not expect you to attack her.
We're breaking our track record.
I mean,
I mean, she's ready.
we
I just
dealt
know
with-
that it's gonna be a fairly toughish fight. So, and I know
and
it'll
you don't
probably
want
take
to
a
like
little bit of
waste
time.
extra time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, she is ready to go. But I did not expect you to march her out of town and go for her. But I don't see why not either.
I think we've
so.
all had enough of the hag business, so yeah.
I don't fucking blame you. I don't blame you at all.
They've
Dex
what
said it's
attacked
recorded.
us way more than we've attacked them. I feel this is like justified.
Mm-hmm. And also, I definitely feel like Texan has justification because he knows that she's controlling this entire town, essentially.
Yeah. This is the one time Sexton doesn't talk his way out of it.
Right. Because he's like, well, you know, this is the end now. I've had enough of this woman.
Had enough of you.
But yeah, that is where we will call it for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for being here again, and I appreciate I appreciate once again us staying on track and on point as much as we could. It really helps to keep it in the session, so thank you for that. Yeah, I will wrap up stream and be back for a little bit. I will probably won't stick around too long though, because I want to get food because I didn't eat before session tonight, so I'm hungry. But I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll probably be here for a little bit, but yeah, still thanks for running. So.
Alright. I'll go wrap up stream real quick, and then I shall be back for a bit.
Here it is, I'm talking about nachos, not making it too easy on anyone.
What do you mean I'm going to eat, Total? Of course I'm going to eat. Well, thank you all for being here. I will be back Thursday with more Charles, and if anybody doesn't know the run-in joke of Charles, then you shall find out on Thursday. Essentially, we're going back to Layers of Fear 2 to see if Charles will actually serve me my coffee. I will go see who we can raid. Is Jay still on, Total? If so, then we will go there. He is. And he's playing Legend Keepers. Nice. Legend Keepers is a fantastic game where you are the evil guy defending your dungeon, as opposed to, you know, like normally with those type of games, you play the hero and you attack the dungeon. This time you are actually the evil person and you set up the dungeon for the heroes to enter. And you recruit monsters, and you place your traps down. And if the heroes get to you, they attack your main boss character in a final fight. It's a really interesting game, so let's take you all over there. You don't think Charles likes me? That's because he didn't make my coffee. So now he doesn't like me, with good reason. Because I've been an arsehole to him now, but before that, all I wanted was coffee. So, but yeah, we'll be going back to Layers of Fear on Thursday. And let's go and say hi to Jay. You all know the raid command, but I will put it here for any of you that don't. Exactly, Zoriel. We could have been friends, but you didn't make me a copper, so you know it's just the way it is. You know. If you'd only done that one thing, you'd have been fine, but you didn't. So, you know, yeah. How very British. Indeed. But yeah, thank you all once again for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you on Thursday. And let's all go say hi to Jay. There's Turtle stealing other people's hearts again.